The 15-Point Plan is part of the Win, Make, Give podcast network.
Welcome to the 15-Point Plan. Chad Himes here with, as always, my amazing co-host, Jolene Snell. Jolene, how are you today?
I'm great. How are you?
Jolene, I am excited. You know, what we know is not everybody started at episode 1 of the 15-Point Plan.
Right.
We are at a perfect spot where we're going from nutrition into supplements that it's time for a recap of the 15-Point Plan. Jolene, run me through the 15 points of the 15-Point Plan, because these are the things that our founder, Ben Kinney, put together when he was in a rut himself and said, these are the things that are going to bring me more energy, improve my health, and overall make me happier if I do these 15 things every day, which is what we're about.
Absolutely.
Tell us what they are.
Okay, let's do a brief run through here. First is goals, then movement, hydration, sleep, nutrition, supplements, influences, journaling, mindfulness, gratitude, laughter, yeah, learn, hobbies, serve, and time. Now, that sounds like a long list, doesn't it?
It really does sound like a long list.
Here's the thing, and I've had people tell me, I'm just going to put this out here.
Sure.
I've had people tell me that this seems overwhelming.
Sure.
So I think we need to bust some myths on this episode as well.
Love doing that.
How do we bust that myth? Because every time I show this to someone, they say, that's a long checklist every single day.
Yes.
So tell me about how you've implemented that into your life, Chad, where it hasn't felt like a bunch of homework.
I can give you 2 ways, Jolene. I can bust that myth twice. One, I've combined a few to work together. Okay, so I write my goals every day, and then I write my thoughts, my feelings about them and the challenges, and I've just combined goals and journaling. So I just took the 15-Point Plan down to 14 actions right there because I'm getting 2 for 1. I have made working out one of my hobbies. So to me, doing research about my workout, watching training videos about my workout, working out itself is actually a hobby to me. Boom, I've now taken the 15-Point Plan and 15 items down to 13 actual activities.
Perfect, okay.
So that's way 1. Way number 2 is stop attempting to do all 15 at once. If everybody stopped and thought about it, they probably are already doing 4 or 5 of these things naturally.
Without even thinking about it.
Yeah.
I mean, gratitude, it comes naturally to good humans.
Laughter
comes pretty naturally.
Sure.
Yeah, right.
We
Some
learn
of these things we
something
do
regularly,
automatically. Yep.
Right? You're opening a door for someone. You're helping someone carry their groceries. You're doing something to serve somebody.
You're making someone smile. That could be serving.
Absolutely. There's 4 or 5 of these things that you're doing snap of a finger without even thinking about. Now, if you just committed to adding 1 more purposefully, now all of a sudden you're doing 6 of them.
That's so good.
Now all of a sudden you're doing 7 of them. You'll feel the happiness and the energy that comes, that before you know it, you're doing 10, 11, 12 every single day, and you're moving towards 15.
And that's actually a reasonable way to start the 15-Point Plan, is to just take on one additional one, like Chad said, that you think could make the biggest impact on your life.
So Jolene, you're right. It's a great way, just adding 1 thing for the next month. Just 1. By the end of the year, you've now got all 15 points of the 15-Point Plan. Problem is, we all want instant gratification, so we want to be able to do all 15 like that.
Right. Well, and the second thing is, you don't have to do these for anyone else but you. So you take each one and say, how can I customize this to my life? It doesn't have to be about Chad's life or Jolene's life or Ben's life. It's about yours. So if you look at this and you say, actually for goals, I want to do that by posting a picture of the thing I want most this year on my wall. Okay. And that's your version of it.
Yep.
So you get to create your version of these things for you. I mean, influences, I think, is a tough one. Not everyone is surrounded by really amazing, influential people.
Sure.
And what I see them having to do is find influences through reading and podcasts.
Well, there you go. You
and
just
online
learned
conferences.
at the same time as you're getting your influence.
Right.
You've just got 2, check.
Right. Yet you're customizing it to your life.
Yes.
Right. I like to do it. I like to learn when I'm doing my makeup because I got to do my makeup every day anyway. At
Me
least
too.
I think I do.
Me
Right.
too.
And so I combine those two things. And again, that's mine. Everyone gets to customize this so that it probably, Chad, will not over time add or cost time during the day as much as create efficiencies and save time.
Excellent, Jillian. And I'm going to recommend, folks, you don't have to go back to episode 1 if you don't want to. If you want to go back to episode 1 and hear us, the first 17 episodes, we explain the plan, we break down each step of the plan, and then I would tell you, episode 17, we customize the plan and show you how you can make it custom to you. Yet you don't have to. What we have done since then is we are going deeper into each piece of the plan. We currently have covered goals with 3 or 4 episodes and movement and hydration and sleep. We just finished our section on nutrition. We're moving into the supplement plan where we're going deeper. Jolene, tell me something you have learned and taken away from somewhere over our first 50-ish episodes of the 15-point plan.
All right. Well, first, I think there's a trend that I see with the people that we've had as guest speakers and influences on our podcast. One of the things is their energy. They have really high energy.
Sure do.
So notice they're doing their own version of the 15-point plan and they demonstrate that. I think the second thing is they are just a little bit obsessed about what they do. Just a little bit obsessed. And you can see that obsession, and you could use the word passion.
Sure.
That could be a better
nicer
word.
word, I guess.
Right? And that is what keeps them committed to doing it and doing the hard things that gives them the success in their life, both, physically, mentally, and in their businesses, is having that slight level of obsession. So I think with the 15-point plan, I would actually take that and say, hey, if I'm not doing it consistently, where am I missing just a little bit of an obsession piece? Some of these people that we interviewed, like Debbie DeGrode and Action Jackson and what are the other?
Mariana from Peloton.
Right.
Yeah. Jason
Nicolette
Balsamo, Nicolette
from Tonal.
Tonal with Jackson Bloor. Yeah,
right.
Just had a great interview. Boy, she talks even faster than I do. Just did a great interview with Rachel Gregory. We're bringing you people that are experts in what they're talking about.
Right. Right. And there's a lot to learn from them. And I think one just key piece that I took from Jackson Bloor, for example, is he's got abs for days. By the way, I think he's got a 12-pack and he actually has a 6-pack ab program. It's pretty fascinating. Like his approach is different and fascinating. And one of the things he talks about is like people that want abs, like clearly they're made in the kitchen and your diet and nutrition affect whether or not you're going to get visible abs. But also he said, if you want to make an impact on something like your biceps, you're going to spend a lot of time lifting, doing bicep curls, right?
Absolutely.
And it's probably not just 3 to 5 minutes that you're doing bicep curls. You're probably spending a significant amount of time on that one area of your body to transform it. And a lot of people, they look at their abs and they might do 3 to 5 minutes of crunches a day or a week.
Yes.
and they're not seeing the results that they want.
Correct.
Right? And so he says, spend time on that. If you want it, spend more time on it.
Yeah.
And of course, each one of these people too, you could just trace back some of that passion to their purpose. And their purpose was typically outside of themselves. It was because maybe they had an unhealthy genetic lineage or something, right?
Sure.
Where they said, you know what? I've got to make a change for my family and to be able to take care of the loved ones around me. And you could see each one of them trace that to someone outside of themselves where they said, I need to take care of me so I can take care of others.
That's a great one. Rachel Gregory said in her interview, and I'm not going to get the quote right, which was possibly just the last episode that we dropped for you. She said something specifically to women that want to be more toned. And guys, this is for us as well. She had said in there that you have to build the muscle, then lose the fat to reveal the muscle that's underneath.
That sounds painful.
It does, right? But so many women don't want to lift. They don't want to do the resistance training. Now, you mentioned Jackson, and I got to say, and I'm going to talk about this on the next few episodes for the next few months that you're with us. he inspired me so much that at the end of the episode, I said to him, one day I'm going to have abs like you. I have now made that goal. And he said, why wait till one day? And I hate when people coach me because I'm the coach, right? And he came right to me and said, why wait? And I have joined Action Jackson's No Pack to Six Pack program. And Jolene, it is fantastic what this guy's done. In the first month, I have lost 12 pounds and 5% body fat, almost to my goal.
You look amazing.
Thank you.
I did ask Chad to show me his abs this morning. He
Not
wasn't
yet.
quite ready.
They're not ready to be displayed. I'll just Photoshop Jackson over me here. And Nita's done the same thing. I mean, she after our first month, she had lost 4% body fat and also lost like somewhere in the area of 10 pounds or something like that. And it's much harder for women to lose the body fat and lose just weight in general.
Sure.
And it's been fantastic. And I did want to update everybody on the podcast because, audience, you're part of the reason I do what I make sure I do every day, because I want to live as an example for each and every one of you. That's why Jolene and I swore at the beginning of this, we weren't going to just tell you about things. We were going to live these things. That's why I've taken on intermittent fasting, so that in a few months I can tell you, did it work, did not work, what were the challenges. That's why I'm coaching with Jackson Bloor. And when we did the episode with Jackson, you might remember, he runs around with his biceps, Taylor, and Swift. And if you're in Action Jackson's program, you are expected to name your biceps as well.
Really?
And I asked the audience
Okay.
for some names. And I want to welcome to my family, Hagen Das, baby. That's right. Hagen Das are here with me and will be going everywhere with me, because nothing's going to motivate me more than building these up so I can enjoy crushing some Hagen Das for all the
There's a
calorie
mic
burn.
drop happening here because Chad did not tell me before we recorded today. So
No.
this is breaking news.
That's right. Breaking news. Hagen Das will be coming to a city
So
near
we
you
need to
soon.
ask our audience, what are they going to name their biceps?
That's what I want to know from each and every one of you. Look, maybe that's not your focus at the moment, and maybe you're more, I'm focusing on this journaling thing. Maybe you're focused more on this happiness thing. Maybe you're focused more on giving, gratitude, service, whatever it is. But maybe it's also, if I could just get myself in shape a little, I'd feel myself feeling better. And I would challenge you, looking into getting a personal trainer. Jolene, you just told me, and I'm putting out there for the world to hold you accountable to it, right? That you just hired a personal trainer to start adding resistance training to your world again.
I did, and I lifted weights actually for 10 years. But this time I said, listen, I want the body that I haven't had before. And this personal trainer I've never had one before, so I have to do something that I've never done to get something I've never got.
There you go.
And she's going to work with me on resistance training as well as a nutritional plan, probably intermittent fasting. So I'll be a little hangry once in a while.
It's not during podcast time.
But again, I think what Chad and I are saying here is we don't always plan these things. Like, we didn't have Jackson as a guest and Chad planned to do his program. We're on this journey with you the same way that you are with us. And that we're having realizations as we go, and we want to share that journey with you. So be sure to plug in on Facebook. Reach out to us if you need some additional support, or if something just doesn't make sense to you. Like, how do I fit it in? How can this really work in my life? We're here for you on every single one of these. And I love this quote from James Clear. It says, "All big things come from small beginnings. The seed of every habit is a single, tiny decision." So if there's something in this episode that stood out to you today, after this, just go take action on it right away. Whatever action, it could be the first step, and feel the momentum from there.
Okay, and Jolene said to reach out on Facebook. That's facebook.com/groups/win, make, give, because we are part of the Win, Make, Give network. We hope you'll come there. We hope you'll engage with us after each episode. Stay involved in what's going on. Share with us your journey so we can help. And you know what? If you need to direct message Jolene or myself, you'll find us in the group. Connect with us. Send us a message. Let us help you become a believer in the 15-point plan. We hope this episode ups your energy and takes you to the next level.